Hello, everyone. I have a question. Have you ever noticed just numbers are everywhere? When we go outside, even inside our homes, just numbers are everywhere, right? Just all around the world. I've got a couple examples I want to do. Just telling time. That very basic, simple thing of telling time numbers, right? Going through the year, each month, the 12 months in the year, the 30, 31 on February, 28 days, right? Those are numbers to go through the year. If you ever look at your parents' driver's license, or in a couple of years when you get your driver's license, you're going to see there are numbers all over it, and they all mean different things, right? You all live in a home, you live somewhere, it has an address, right? That address is because of numbers. Going to the store, it's something as simple as buying a gallon of milk. You're going to have some numbers there. Stopping to fill up your tank with gas. You see the sign here on my screen over here on the left. Um, Numbers all over that sign. They all mean something specific and something different, right? So they're absolutely everywhere. Now, and the crazy thing is, there are different types of numbers. Like, there's a lot of different types of numbers. So in order to make sense of and compare all of those different types of numbers and be able to work with them, mathematicians have grouped numbers based on shared characteristics. Okay, so let's look at some of those groupings that they've used, right? So we've got real numbers. These are numbers that start with the number one and it goes to two, three, four, five, so on and so forth, forever and ever and ever. We've got rational numbers. We have integers. We have whole numbers. There are natural numbers, right? So tons of different things. They all have a certain characteristic that they share to be in that classification. Okay. Um, Now, and it's not just numbers we see these types of classifications. Okay. If you think of where you are right now, there's many ways you can answer that question. I am in the United States, or I am in Orem, or I am in Utah, or maybe I'm in Rhode Island, or California, or Maine, or in the Northern Hemisphere, right? There's tons of ways we can ask that. An example could be from country to state to county to city to street. So if I'm going to use those, I'll use those right now as an example. So right now, at this moment, as I'm making this video, I am in the United States. Specifically, I'm in Utah. Even more specifically, I'm in Utah County. And even more specific than that, I am in Santaquin. And then specifically where I am in Santaquin right now, I am at 770 North, 105 East. Okay? Like, as we move from each classification down, it becomes a little bit more specific as we go down each step, right? Saying I'm in Santaquin is a lot more specific than saying I am in the United States, right? So as we move down, we get more and more specific, more and more detailed, right? One other place you've seen it, you saw it here in school, was when we were talking about ecosystems. In my classroom, we made this chart. These have been broken up into a biosphere, and then inside the biosphere, there are ecosystems. And inside an ecosystem, there is a community. And inside a community, there is a population. And inside a population, there are individual organisms, right? So we've got that hierarchy here as well. So we're going to have that with numbers, as well. So specifically, though, what I want to talk about today are integers. Now, we talked about it earlier, but integers are positive and negative whole numbers. Okay, that means they do not include any fractional or decimal parts. There is no denominator, there's no numerator, there's no hundredths place or thousandths place, right? Because these are whole numbers. So, like the number 2 or 7 or -8 or -2,051,051, right? Or positive 11,264. These are all integers, negative, positive and negative whole numbers, right? So, here's a list. Here's an example. We got -5, -4, -3, negative. You can see them here, right? These are all integers. They're all positive or negative, and they're all whole numbers. This is -5, -4, -3. Okay, so those are integers, right? So hopefully you remember that. We are going to be doing those throughout the whole week. So it'll be good. Thank you guys so much. Keep working hard. You are doing wonderful. Okay, look forward to seeing what you do. Have a good day.